this is actually kind of cool because we can retreat and Melodious Echo for 280 damage. No Mew VMAX, no problem. The Pokemon Company have revealed the latest League Battle deck, and I'm still stunned that they actually did it. This is a deck that got top 8 at Worlds this year, and the version they're giving us is only 17 cards short of the deck that got top 8 at the World Championships. And this deck is one that has dominated the format for months, and to be able to get a version of that at retail in a box for a pretty reasonable price is absolutely insane. And of course, we're talking about Mew VMAX, the League Battle deck, coming out November 11th, 2022 at $29.99 US. And I know it's still a ways away from coming out, but I was so excited about this upcoming deck that I wanted to cover it right now and showcase it to you. So before we get into that, let me introduce myself. My name is Jet from inthirdperson.com, personal look at video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about the Mew VMAX League Battle deck. You're going to be getting 2 Mew Vs and 2 Mew VMAXs, and Mew VMAX is such a dangerous Pokemon because it's got free retreat and has the move Cross Fusion Strike, where for 2 colorless energy, you can copy moves from the bench, such as Genesect's Technoblast, which does 210. You can copy Melodious Echo, which hits for 70, times the number of Fusion Strike energy on the board. And if you've got 4 Fusion Strike energy on the board, that move, Melodious Echo, hits for 280 damage, enough to one-hit KO any V-Star in the game. You combine that with Choice Belts and Power Tablets, and you can one-hit KO literally anything in the game, which makes Mew absolutely insane. The challenge is you're only getting 2 Mew Vs and 2 Mew VMAXs, which is a little short of what you would normally get in a competitive level Mew VMAX deck. So you're going to want to fix that either by buying a second copy of the deck or just buying the singles. However you go about it, that's up to you. In terms of other Pokemon, you're also getting 2 Genesect V. Genesect is one of the most amazing draw engines the game has ever seen, allowing you to draw up to 6 cards. Well, draw a card for every Fusion Strike Pokemon, or draw up to. Here we go. I'll read it. Once during your turn, you may draw cards until you have as many cards in your hand as you have Fusion Strike Pokemon in play. So if you've got 6 Fusion Strike Pokemon in play, 1 in the active, 5 in the bench, you can draw up to 6 cards. And if you've got 2 Genesect on your bench, you can do that twice. And generally speaking, that's amazing. However, the competitive level Mew Genesect deck has 4 of these, and you're going to want at least 3 on the board, sometimes 4. So your draw power is a little short in this version of the deck. You definitely want to get 2 more Genesects in here by either buying another copy of the deck or just buying the singles. However you do, that's up to you. 2 Genesects, still pretty good. You're also getting an Oricorio, which helps to take less damage. Your team takes less damage thanks to Lesson and Zeal. And you're getting some filler copies of Deoxys, which isn't necessarily the worst attacker. You can power this up with an Alessa Sparkle and a double Turbo Energy and still hit for 140 damage. Mew can copy this move as well so that you're not burning Technoblast and you can't attack again in case you just need to do a little bit of damage. But Deoxys is kind of a filler card here. In terms of supporter cards, you kind of have a lot of the core cards you would get in a Mew VMAX deck. You're getting 4 copies of Battle VIP Pass, which on your first turn gets you 2 Pokemon but that you can put on the bench, but only on the first turn. You get 4 Cremomatics, you're getting 4 Power Tablets, you're getting 4 Ultra Balls, you're getting 4 Boss's Orders, you're getting 4 Alessa Sparkles, you're getting 4 Fusion Strike Energy. Like, this is a lot of the core staple cards you would have in your Mew VMAX deck, which is absolutely amazing. There's just some stuff around the edges that's maybe a little filler or not ideal. For example, Fog Crystal is in here as a substitute for Quick Ball because Quick Ball is rotating out and this deck is meant to be rotation safe. So Fog Crystal will get you some basic psychic energy. It will get you a Mew or a Meloetta, but it's not, you can't fish out Genesect with these, unfortunately. It does come with 2 copies of Old Cemetery, which is, it's fine, but you would like more stadiums in here, at least 3. And at least at this point in time, Rose Tower, and Rose Tower is kind of the one you really want. Unfortunately, that one's rotating out soon as well. So we've got Old Cemetery in here for now. The energy counts are a little weird as well. You do get 4 Fusion Strike energy, plus 3 double turbo energy, plus 4 basic psychic energy, which is admittedly a lot of energy. In an ideal world, you'd take out the Deoxys, you'd take out the 4, and you might just keep the 7 special energy and be done with that, and then just kind of add some other techs instead. Nevertheless, I will say that the Mew VMAX League Battle deck in its current configuration is it's an amazing foundation to building one of the most top-tier decks the game has ever seen. And if you're willing to do the legwork to get those last few cards, this is going to be an absolutely phenomenal deck for you. If you kind of play it like this, it's gonna be a little weird, but you definitely can smash with some of the best decks in the game if you get the right draws early. All right, let's give this deck a spin and see how it holds up against the field. Uh-oh, Dark Deck Box. I really don't want this to be Darkrai. Please don't be Darkrai. We do win the coin flip, though. That's nice. I actually just got a... This is a crummy starting hand. Just Oricorio. We do have a Battle VIP Pass, but we're not really going to be able to draw into much after that because our hand is absolutely clogged with garbage. And the only way we can really get around that is by burning all our resources, which I really don't want to do right now, but we might have to. Let's see how the rest of this plays out. Samurott is... I actually just came back from a convention today, and I ended up buying a 3/3 line of Samurott because the place I went to had the cards for really cheap. Samurott's not necessarily the best deck. I do have like a bunch of variations of Samurott builds, and it is a deck that I do want to cover on the channel at some point. I just don't have... I haven't had the time to cover it just yet, and I don't know if I found the list. Though I don't know if anyone has found the Samurott list. People have been playing Samurott and it's done okay in tournaments here and there, but people just haven't found like this is the best case scenario. All right, so we can still make some stuff happen here, but we really need to hit off this Genesect like right now. The ultimate, a switch, a Mew VMAX. No, that's not it. Okay. We will get the Deoxys set up here a little bit, but this is not good. I don't think they have a good hand either, so we might be lucky in that regard. Hopefully, they still can't... Okay. They are going to score a knock here. And this isn't necessary. If they've got boss, we could be in trouble. No, they have to burn Professor's Research. But they do have a whole fresh set of cards to play with here. And they've got the second Samurott down, which is not ideal for us in the slightest. Now, having a Deoxys set up here, a second single prize attacker, might not be the worst, because it does help us skew the prize race a little bit. Mew is going to get absolutely obliterated by a Samurott. That's like one hit KO City for 3 prizes, and we don't want that at all. So let them take the 90 on Oricorio. That's fine. And we can actually go and put energy on the Meloetta. And Meloetta can hit for 210 at least. Ooh, actually, if we throw down another... Do we throw down another Deoxys here, actually? Or we throw down a Mew? I think we put down Mew. And there should be another Fusion Strike energy in there. And this is actually kind of cool because we can retreat and Melodious Echo for 280 damage. No Mew VMAX, no problem. Okay, we do get Cram, so we are a little bit better set up here. And we can actually do some, potentially some spicy stuff with the Deoxys and getting that going. Ooh, they've got Dark Patch. I don't like that. I don't like that in the slightest. Oh, they might get... Yeah, they're going to get Samurott V-Star ready to rock here, and that does suck. So we are going to lose our 280 damage attack here. Most likely. Or are they going to play... No, yeah. I think what we kind of want, if we lose Meloetta here, and yeah, we're going to lose at least Meloetta here. Ooh, we're going to get Marnied. At least we won't get bossed. Okay. This is kind of interesting, actually, because we can attack with Deoxys, and that gives us one more turn to figure stuff out. Unless we go for... We can try and go for the Jugular here. We can try and score the KO on Samurott. 210, 40, 50, 60. Yeah, we're going to need 2 damage modifiers. So we need like a Choice Belt and a Power Tablet, or 2 Power Tablets to make this work. So not exactly sure what the combo is there, but we do have routes to make this happen. 4. We are going to pull Mew VMAX out, and we're going to do this. So I will put Meloetta back on the board, and I will grab... it's going to kill me that I'm not grabbing the Genesect, but... 1 Genesect and a Dream. Please tell me we have the cards that we need. Actually, yeah, we do. So that's 210, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70. That should do it. That should do it. And let's cram the Fog Crystal. Ooh, we didn't get it. That's okay. We will cross Fusion Strike. Melodious Echo. 270 damage. And now... this is going to be a bad time. A bad time for them. They're going to have to get a Samurott V from scratch. We do have boss's orders ready to go. And 210, 20, 40. Yeah, we're going to knock this out in one hit. So this is going to be pretty much a GG situation here. Oh, that's actually a good tactic there to stall. Is this going to KO? No, this isn't going to KO, unfortunately. Oh, they're going to... yeah, they're going to knock out the Choice Belt. That's actually... it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Their health is too low. And thank goodness it's not. Do we actually... I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to draw a card. It doesn't matter, but... we should just stop playing with our food, cross Fusion Strike, Melodious Echo for 210 damage, and we will take the win there. GG's. That could have been a really scary situation with Samurott hitting for darkness. However, we were able to get our Meloetta energy, the Fusion Strike energy, up to a position where Meloetta could score that huge one-hit KO. And then from there, we were kind of able to pick our targets and smoothly get by that. So yeah, there you go. We are playing against a Samurott deck that was... let's actually go look at their deck list. I'm gonna guess this was a... we can't look at their deck list. I'm guessing it was a properly, fully functioning Samurott deck. It looked fine from what I'd seen, but you know, our league battle deck Mew, which does have a number of shortcomings, was still able to get the job done. So we'll take that win. Let's get in here and see what we can do. I'm very curious to see what we're up against here, because the Ice Rider League Battle Deck box is out. This is not a good hand. I don't like this one bit. We can... Are we going first or second? Okay, so we are going... Do we try and get... I think we have to get a Genesect down. Okay, let's get Genesect down. We do have, unfortunately, I also think we have to burn a Power Tablet to try and draw at least one more card, and that's not good. Now, I think we can... We're almost certain a turn one... Well, a turn two donk here. We can at least hit Sobble, but... Oh, ooh. See, this is where I would really like having Pokemon Catcher, where we can use Meloetta or Alessa Sparkle and capture something at the same time. Ooh, they're going for a Crobat. They are desperate. They could have gotten their main attacker down, and they chose to draw even more cards. So let's see what they go with. This is not great, and I think that with the League Battle Deck version of this deck, we're going to be more prone to starts like this. And they get down one more Sobble. And actually, you know what? Because I could burn Alessa here. And I don't actually have to. Because we can just go play it conservative. And I could play Alessa just to get it out of my hand. And I'm just going to burn it just so I can draw more cards. I don't actually want... I know we've gotten rid of 2 Alessas at this point. I think this deck has 4. So we can just draw some more cards. We do get a Deoxys. We do get an Oricorio. I really would like a Mew at this point. And would really like to get Alessa back. Okay, so there is actually the combo of Alessa and Double Turbo will get this Deoxys off the ground, which makes it not entirely the worst. It's still not ideal. We want to get at least one Mew on the board. This is, I will say, this is a weird, as someone who has been playing with a proper Mew build since the beginning, this config is a little odd to me. This does happen from time to time, only being having 2 Genesects. That is a thing that does happen even with the proper deck. The Deoxys is a little odd. I do like the fact that, yeah, an Alessa with a Double Turbo does get Deoxys going, and that hits for 160, 140, which isn't the worst. If you just need a single prize attacker, I guess it's fine. And yeah, earlier in the game, I really didn't want to burn Alessa on Meloetta to hit for 210 at that exact moment, because the challenge is once Meloetta gets knocked out, if you've got 2 Fusion Strike energy on there, then you lose 140 damage from Mew. And we really don't want that at this point in time. So I've got it to just the one, just enough to knock out that Sobble on the first, our second turn. They are getting Ice Rider ramped up here. And I think we really need to get a Mew on the board soon. And they are going to get the second energy down. Can they pull out? What I'm kind of hoping for is if we can draw Alessa on the next play, we can destroy this Ice Rider and we will win the game. That's kind of the dream. Uh-oh, why are they burning Ultra Ball now? What are you trying to get? Are you going to get VMAX here because you think that I don't have the card? Yeah, they don't. They assume I don't have Hand Disruption, or they're just very confident that they'll get it done. One of my biggest pet peeves about new players, or not necessarily, this might not be a new player, but getting that card in advance. So this is going to do 70. I need to burn the tablet to get that to do enough damage, unfortunately. We will have, at the very least, enough for... We do have a Mew ready to go, assuming we can get... assuming we can get a Mew VMAX on the board. Our hand is a little wonky, though. I do hate the fact that they do have Ice Rider in hand, so they're going to go to VMAX at this point, and they will smash. But actually, this isn't entirely the worst. If we can Meloetta to... Or if we can Alessa Sparkle, we can get some stuff going here. They will hit for... Yeah, at this point, they can just use Ride of the High King, and that kind of is what it is. Yeah, I'm just kind of trying to weigh out my options here. Do we try and get Meloetta on the board and stick with one Mew? Do we get a second Mew down and then try and play for... Yeah, just switching between two Mews at this point? Or do we try and get Meloetta down so that we can hit with a, Melodious Echo? I don't think we have to do that, though. Also, this might be very bad for us if they know to use Boss's Orders here, which I have a feeling they're going to do. Then I think it's going to be really bad. Oh, they're going to play Path to the Peak. Okay. Oh, did they... I think they Melanied. Yeah. Okay, so we do lose an Old Cemetery here, which is not ideal. Because Path to the Peak is out. Path to the Peak is a terrible card for Mew to run into. We don't like that at all. And thankfully we have Old Cemetery, but they are almost certainly going to win the Stadium War. So this is something we have to be incredibly cognizant about. I'm going to go put Choice Belt on Mew. We're going to knock this stadium out, and now this is kind of scary hours here. Do we get our second Mew on the board? I think we do. And we're going to play for... Actually, you know what? It might have been better to put the energy on the Deoxys. Oh gosh. This is not ideal. Absolutely not. We really needed Mew VMAX here. Uh-oh. Okay, so what we're going to do is we will put our 2 fusion energy on these 2 Pokemon. We will retreat and go into Oricorio and hide. And let them, hopefully, just knock out the Oricorio. If they can do that, we'll be okay. We can figure it out from there. We can power up Deoxys as a second attacker to hit for 140, which isn't necessarily the end of the world. We have already... Uh-oh. If they... I'm guessing they boss here. I would grab boss and path, at which point it would be very bad for us. But let's see what they grab. I haven't agreed with all of their moves up to this point. Path and Scoop. Okay. That's not... It's still bad for us, like having Path to the Peak out, because we've lost both of our stadiums. And based on the way this League Battle deck is built, we don't necessarily have an answer for that. So now we are in pure top deck mode, and we really need to get Mew on the board. And we do lose our double turbo energy, which isn't necessarily the worst thing in the world, depending on what we draw here. Okay, we do get Mew VMAX. We do have Fog Crystal here. That's great. And we do have an extra Choice Belt, which I think we're going to get rid of here. What's the way to play this? Because unfortunately, we don't have another stadium we can draw back to. I really would like to hit with the Deoxys. Oh, okay. Here we go. Let's go and grab a Mew. And let's actually cram here the Choice Belt away. We don't get it. We're going to have to hit with... Actually, we can copy Photon Boost, which is going to do 1 something. And we can do that so we can attack again. Which isn't... Oh, gosh. 90? Ooh, 210. We'll still do enough damage on the next turn. But this is bad. Oh, because we don't have Fusion Strike energy attached to us, so it's not going to do as much as we like. Yeah, this is real scary hours. And they are going to boss up the other Mew. That's a very good play on their part. Oof. We will have to... Yikes. Unfortunately, we are trapped here. I don't have anything else in turn. Technoblast, is that going to do enough? Yeah. We do get... Actually, we can still win this. Our route is a little precipitous here. Actually, very precipitous. We need a boss's orders at this point, and we're not going to get it because they have boss in hand, and we lose. That's unfortunate. I think we could have still won that, all things considered. However, yeah, them having boss in hand was very convenient for them. We didn't have... If we had a little more draw power, that would have helped. What else did we brick on? Yeah, being able to hit with... Yeah, the bosses like really messed us up there in Path to the Peak. And having only 2 stadiums in the deck without a Pumpkaboo really hurt there. I wish we had Quick Ball. I wish we had Pumpkaboo. We don't have those in the deck. So we were kind of stuck with Path to the Peak with what we got. It took a little too long. Even so, I think we can still very much win that matchup with the Ice Rider deck as is. We just weren't able to pull it off there. So, GG's. All right, our opponent is going first, which isn't necessarily the worst thing in the world. However, it's definitely not as easy for us with this configuration of the deck to score the Meloetta donk. And based on what I'm seeing so far, I don't think that's going to matter here because we are up against the Malamar deck and they have curiously chosen to go first, which I don't agree with for them. However, they are free to do as they like. It's their deck. They can do what they want. We do have our second Genesect, and now we have to actually... Let's get down a... Does Deoxys make sense? No, let's go with the second Mew. Deoxys is actually potentially not so bad in this matchup, in the sense that we do get another single prize attacker on the board, and we like that. And they're probably looking at my deck wondering what the heck what am I up against when this player is using, oh gosh. Okay, so this is not good. Not good at all. Not good in the slightest. We're going to retreat and we'll put Deoxys in the active. This is not not what we wanted. I really wanted to get a KO there, and unfortunately we do not. Now, there is a chance... No, okay. There's a chance they don't knock us out here. Oh, they're going to play Cynthia's Ambition, so they're probably going to knock us out here. That kind of is what it is. At least we can trade 1 for 1. Oh, no, they're not going to. Okay, that's a little odd. I mean, let's go and take advantage of that here. I'm going to burn 1. I don't need to. I just want to get rid of 1 tablet to try and get some stuff here set up. And actually, does Escape Rope make sense here? No, I don't think Escape Rope makes sense. I think we just go in with Melodious Echo, take the knock, and we pray that we get something good and we can attack fine. Do they have okay, they're gonna have all the things to set up a knockout on this Meloetta. This is going to be a very awkward match, though. I do find, generally speaking, that the Malamar match is awkward for Mew. It is winnable, but it is awkward in the sense that Malamar can knock out Mew in 1 hit. Usually 2, but sometimes 1, and at which point it's just very sad times for Mew. You really have to play around with Psychic Leap and have another Pokemon ready to get knocked out for a single prize, and then you can bring in a new Mew. It's a whole process, and I don't know if we're gonna be able to pull that off here. Our hand is pretty gummed up at the moment. I really don't want to burn these power tablets. I think we might have to. Let's see what they only have 1. Oh no, they're gonna get the Inkay back. Darn it. Okay, in a worst case scenario, 50, 60, 70, 80, we're still going to be 10 damage short. That's not ideal. I wonder if we bank on getting Alessa to get the photon boost going. Oh no, and they're going to have Brawly out here too. Okay, let's see what we can do. We are gonna lose. This is this is a scenario I don't like, though. Losing 2 of our Fusion Strike energy to Malamar here, and now we're kind of in a jam. We do get Boss. That doesn't really help us, though. And let's grab, I guess, another Meloetta. And I really don't like where this is going. Especially burning the 2 power tablets so we can draw some more cards. At least we get a Mew VMAX here so we can attack. And Boss might actually be helpful here in that we can knock out Drizzile. And that actually sounds pretty tantalizing to me. We can cut off there and we can cross Fusion Strike. What if we... Oh yeah, Photon Boost should knock out and we can attack again. Okay, so we do get Alessa Sparkle, which is fantastic, and that does give us a single prize attacker ready to go if need be. Because we can go into the Meloetta, put an energy on there, and then knock out this and keep Mew fresh. So let's see how this plays out. Even though we do have a one prize lead, I'm not comfortable with where this currently is. They did get, even without the... How does that always happen? And they are going to grab a preemptive Drizzile. I hate that. Oh, okay. A Malamar. All right, fine. They are going to try and swing big, I guess. Yeah. Oh, okay. They're just going to do a little bit of chip damage here. That's fine. That will be dangerous for us later. But for the time being, that is not ideal. Ooh, I really wanted to hit on... Okay, let's go. And, ooh, we only get one more Fusion Strike energy. That I don't like. That I don't like in the slightest. Let's go and grab... Draw a couple more cards. We do have a boss for next turn, which is fantastic. 70... Oh, no. Actually, that's not good. Realizing now the error of my ways. Because... this isn't going to knock out the... Yeah, if we only have 470 energy, we have to go in with Mew. That's unfortunate. And we have to use Technoblast here. Darn. Okay. Maybe there's a world in which there's our second energy. Okay. So, hopefully they don't have a Drizzile, and hopefully they don't get Cynthia's Ambition. Still not the end of the world, if so. 70, 50. Damn it, of course they had the Drizzile and the Cynthia's Ambition. Okay. We at least have... I think they're going to do a lot of damage on Mew. I don't know if they're going to get the knock. Oh! Ordinary Rod. I mean, that does put some key cards back in their deck, and yeah, I respect that. However, they are... I mean, that was an opportune time to grab a whole bunch of cards and, you know, make some stuff happen. They are going to use Corinna's Focus, draw some more cards. They're probably not knocking us out at this point. And what we're really trying to do here is stall for time. Okay, they do get their second Inkay on the board. I respect that. I want to knock out this Drizzile, though. That's our next target, and hopefully we can do that with Meloetta. Meanwhile, we're going to be charging up this Mew to try and get a Mew VMAX going. And then that's our play. Hopefully we don't lose Mew here. We do not lose Mew here. Thank goodness. Okay. Okay. Ooh, we actually can get Mew VMAX going in full right now, which I'm not going to do because I really want... Oh, we prized Mew? No! Ooh, that's bad. Okay. Then we change our plans. We're actually going to... How much double turbo energy do we still have in the deck? Okay. We're going to have to shift. 140. We're actually going to power up Deoxys then. And let's go and boss up Drizzile. Again, I don't want to see Cynthia's Ambition. I'll see Corinna's Focus. Corinna's Focus is fine. Cynthia's Ambition, though, heck no. And we do have our second double turbo, which is fantastic. We do have... But we only have 9 cards left in the deck, which is something we really have to manage. Please be Mew? No. Okay. How many boss do we have left? We have 2 more boss in hand. And one of them might be here. Normally, the Malamar deck doesn't play any sort of gusting. Maybe at most they have 1 boss's orders, but we'll see what they run here. We are getting to a point where they're running out of time. We might actually have them in checkmate at this point if we can hit with this Deoxys. But we also are very scared. We have burned a whole bunch of power tablets, like all of our power tablets, all but 1. There's 1 more left, and we're not going to be able to get a KO. We could KO this Inkay potentially. Oh, playing... That's a bad play. Playing Corinna's Focus just to draw 1 card. I guess if it gets you the Sobble and you already have a Drizzile, fine. Hey, we got the win! Jeez. Whew. That... Oh. Okay, so... some stuff that went down in that match. It seemed like they didn't have an ideal setup, which we took advantage of. We definitely... It was the right call to pick off their Sobbles and Drizziles so that they didn't have the ability to draw a whole bunch of cards. But they were also really conservative in their attacks there. I don't know why. I guess they assumed because they couldn't get the knock that it wasn't worth going as hard as they could. And I think we were able to punish that by being able to just cut off their engine and not let them draw cards. The other thing that was potentially helpful there, and this is one of the weird side effects of the League Battle deck, is that it has more single prize attackers. You're not relying solely on Mew and Meloetta sometimes. You can use a Deoxys there. We didn't use Deoxys that time, but we did have Deoxys ready to go to help skew the prize race even further. So I guess that's a benefit too. I mean, we'll take it. We'll take it. GG's. So there you go. That is the Mew VMAX League Battle deck. I will admit, out of the box, it is a little wonky to play. It has most of the pieces you'd want, but then it doesn't have the right quantities of things to like really make things happen in the way that you would want to. And maybe I'm just spoiled as someone who has had the Mew deck in PTCGO for some time now. I get used to drawing a billion cards with multiple Genesects, and here you only get 2. Having only 2 Mew Vs and VMAXs is a little short. The Deoxys is a little weird, but actually not necessarily the worst. There were situations in there where either being able to fight with Deoxys or copy Deoxys's move wasn't actually the worst thing in the world. So as kind of a filler card in the deck, it's not entirely the worst thing in the world. That being said, if you are planning on picking up this Mew VMAX deck, I would strongly recommend building it to a more complete state. I can show... I'll put a deck list of mine in the description of the video, but I'll actually pull one of my current ones up, and we can talk about some of the options you can put in there instead of what's currently in there right now. Like, for example, I currently run 4-2 Mew. That might actually be like an easier jump if you can't get the 3rd Mew VMAX. I know that they are kind of expensive. Hopefully they're a little cheaper once the deck comes out, but you can totally go 4-2 if you need to. I would take out the... Oh, what was that? I would take out the Deoxys cards and just roll and take out 1 Meloetta. The Oricorio is fine. The 4/4 Battle VIP Pass Crematic. I have 3 here. That 4 is fine. The big thing I have personally, some of the big includes Quick Ball is a big one that's a staple in every deck. Mew has this card a lot. However, the League Battle deck is built with post-rotation in mind, where Quick Ball doesn't exist, and in a world without Quick Ball, they use Fog Crystals instead. So if you're getting this, or before rotation, absolutely add quick balls in there. If you're playing it after rotation, you're going to have to use something else. It might be Fog Crystal. It might be something else. Some other spice, I love having the Pokemon catchers in my deck. I take out 2 Boss's Orders, put in 3 Pokemon catchers so that you can Alessa Sparkle and Gust on the same turn. Absolutely disgusting combo. I've got 1 Echoing Horn here, just in case you're in a scenario where you need to take 2 prizes and everything else on the board is, you know, it's either a single prizer that isn't going to help you win the game, or they're bulky VMAXs that you can't take out in 1 hit, or bulky V-Stars. You can use Echoing Horn to gust up a V, then boss them up and take the win that way. Some other cards, the stadiums have changed. So I personally use 2 copies of Rose Tower, 1 copy of Training Court, and Rose Tower and Training Court are unfortunately rotating in the next rotation. So, you know, if you're playing pre-rotation, definitely consider at least Rose Tower. If you're not playing a build with basic Psychic Energy, don't use Training Court. Some other things in there, I personally love having 1 copy of Marnie, just in case your hand gets stuck or you run into a scenario where your opponent's trying to build a big combo of cards over the course of multiple turns, and you can use Marnie to just get rid of all of those. And last but not least, I love Silene in the Mew VMAX deck. Like in that scenario where you lose your Meloetta with the 2 Fusion Strike energy, you can Silene to potentially get those back. You can use it to potentially get back Power Tablets if you need to do extra damage. Just an opportunity to save cards from your discard pile, put them back in your deck. All right. Well, that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate your time. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and a couple quick plugs before we go. I put out these, I actually stream on, I was going to say the YouTube thing. Let's start with the Twitch. I stream on Twitch every week at In Third Person. I stream Pokemon in particular every Sunday, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Would love to see you there, answer your questions live. We can hang out. We have a lot of fun conversations about Pokemon and other things there. We can also chat on YouTube, where you're probably watching this video right now, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter at In Third Person. And of course, check out my website, inthirdperson.com, for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. All right, so till next time. Again, oh, I should have said it. Last but not least, the League Battle deck is out November 11th, 2022. It's going to cost $29.99 US. I'll be picking this up day 1. I actually bought an extra Genesect and an extra Mew V at a convention I was just at, so that I'm fully ready to trick out this deck in full once it comes out in November. I hope you're able to do the same when the deck comes out in November. If not, it's still an all right start to building that Mew VMAX deck of your dreams. All right, time to get out of here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.